Morning. Well, to make the most of this nice weather, me and Jane are going camping tomorrow, just an overnight stay. So I just thought I'd talk to you about the stuff I'm packing. I've recently been on the NC 500 and I took way too much stuff, as is typical of me. So I'm just going to talk about a few things that I've learnt and show you what we're taking this weekend. So the first thing, I've got a new tent. I had the Berghaus Chevrolet, which was a great tent, lovely tent, but I found it just a little bit too low. I couldn't sit up in it. It tapered off to be very narrow towards the feet. It was just not quite right for me, and it was really a one-man tent dressed up as a two-man tent, so it was also broken. So I took it back, swapped it for an extra 20 quid and got the Berghaus Grampian, which probably suit my needs better. It's a little bit taller, it's got two porches so I can store my stuff in it. It's a proper width all the way around, probably a proper two-man tent, so we'll be able to test this out this weekend. Only slight drawback for me, as opposed to the Cheviot, is the size. This is just this much too long. So we're fitting it in my panniers. It has to squish down, but it fits. Unfortunately, the poles don't fit in. You've got to go in at an angle, which just takes up a lot of needless space. So what I've came up with, I got a drain pipe, which I blocked off with this is a sheet marker spray paint lid. Bodge that end off. I can then slide these in, and with another lid, this one's off some tent waterproofing, I can squidge it in, so I've got a container for the tent poles, and I will, using cable ties, fasten it to the top box like that, so the extra size in the poles is not a problem. So I shall cable tie it up there when we go tomorrow. So got the tent pegs, tent poles, and a mount. As it's only me and Jane going for a couple of, well, one night, I'm not going to take too many pots and pans. We have a kettle and a frying pan, because I can guarantee we're going to have spam for breakfast, tea, and probably every other meal in between. If we're eating on site, we're going to cook spam. So we need a pan, a couple of plates, and miniature spam turning over stuff, and that will see us through. Kettle and a pan. Thing I found very helpful when going on the NC 500 was this little thing. It's a flexi tail gear pump. It's a fraction of the size, as you can see, of the ones I used to take. This is very heavy, it's got big horrible batteries in it, weighs a ton, takes up a lot of room, and the flexi tail is USB charger, and it's just as good, efficient. It pumps up the airbeds just as well as the bigger one. So I then also bought the kilo gear blow up beds. Very expensive, £85 a pop. I bought one, used it once, and it had a split in it. I managed to repair the split, but for 85 quid I was very annoyed. So I phoned up the company in China. They replaced it immediately, sent me a new one, so I've now got two. I used the old one again on the NC 500, and it let me down again, another hole in it. So the last two nights I ended up sleeping on the floor. So I've got two, one repaired a couple of times, one brand new, and we're going to see how they go tomorrow. Apparently they clip together to form a double airbed, so we'll see how that goes. When we were camping a little while ago in the Lake District, or certainly up that way, I had a bit of a to-do with me knocking the gas cooker over and the baked beans went everywhere. So I've bought this little
It was never going to end well. Frying pan perched on top.
So I've bought this little gadget which will help, he says, will just help keep the gas canister more stable when cooking on the panniers or on the floor. It's just a nice little stability aid, and of course my element would go on top of that. So this element is a bit old now, but it's still fairly good. Suits all my purposes. Only need one gas canister, only going overnight, so that'll be fine there. And just in case we have a tent accident, or I get let down again quite literally with the airbeds, take us from repair. So that's what we're taking on this overnight trip. Obviously going to take sleeping bags and other bits, and I'll pack up my bike later on with all the rest of the stuff. But camping wise, it's just my new tent, 2 airbeds, a new fancy gadget, and we'll see how that goes. As all good ride-outs in the Derbyshire Dales includes Matlock Bath, here we are in Matlock Bath. Just had a rest and a drink, and now getting ready to head on over to our campsite. With all this traffic of pedestrians. Before it became Matlock Bath, I can only assume it was known simply as the place at the end of the dirt road, just along the river from Matlock. But not being in Wales, this name never stuck. In 1698, warm springs were discovered, and the place at the end of the dirt road, down the river from Matlock, became the place to be, at least by royalty, wealthy gentlefolk, and the generally well-to-do. A bathhouse was built, the dead-end road was opened up, and well, as they say, the rest is history. Once the bathhouse had been built, it was a no-brainer, and Matlock Bath was born. As soon as motorbikes were invented, the new spa town with its warm springs became the place to be at the weekend. Not so much for the warm spring waters, but the fish and chips and the strangely seaside-esque vibes it gives off. This little lad and his dad wish they could be cool kids like us, or at least that's what I think they're thinking.
go and try and buy one at Spring. Yeah, of course you can. Yeah. But you know, it'd be cheaper.
Just got to go round here and find one.
Okay, I'll follow you then, love.
Oh, you can go find one and I'll find you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, we always do inside tea. You don't have to worry too much.
Yeah.
The best condition for travelling. You know, it's before.
So just anywhere, yeah? The showers and things are there, so we don't be too far that way. I don't know if they're electric pitches, you see.
Yeah,
And I thought, well, we got a picnic table there.
yeah. Is this it? Is this the field?
I'm assuming so, yeah.
Absolute dog poo. Right. I just feel like we're here.
Well,
I don't suppose we are we?
No. Can you get me grey thing, and we can pitch the tent up with the side of the tree or wherever. If I come by the side of this caravan. Oh, here then. And if we go here, we're not near anybody, are we? Can you get my grey thing out the boot? Please, it's in the top box at the back, right hand side. Please.
That's the wedding you can hear, isn't it?
Yes.
What's that down there by those
Where?
fields?
Where?
Can you see down there?
We'll go and see if it's just not very flat, that's what I thought.
They are.
Right, it's not very. We're about the massive.
Yeah. You get me grey thing out, I can get off my bike and... Right hand side by the side of the box. So we just keep in order. Oh no, sorry, you have to pull the... Oh, I don't know, let's just try that's it. Yes.
Performing CPR.
I'll probably do.
Okay.
So this is the brand new one.
Hopefully with no. Have you inflated it already?
Nope, never. You want to fasten them together? The... No.
I think not. Oh, the bed's together.
Yeah. Drama over, catastrophe averted. Kettle fire combo mastered. Time to settle down for the long awaited cup of tea and a spam cob or two. Whitby. Whitby beans. You know, sometimes this is our happiest occasion, isn't it?
Yeah.
We don't fall out too much when we're eating spam.
Is the water?
Yeah. Yeah. We're only in England, we're only there's a field there, which probably would have been a better field for us.
Oh, is there another camping field?
You can stick stuff in them. Yeah. I think it's an automated milking system. The cows are just stood behind, queuing up. You walk through and then the tag sets it off and records that individual cow. Hi girls. Oh dear.
Mossy visited.
Oh.
Mossy was
Oh,
a bit scary. But he's gone now. There's nice music outside.
So here we are, middle of the Peak District on a farm. They've just finished bucking the cows out with the biggest pressure washer in the world. If you can hear just about a mile away, there's a wedding going on. Yeah, that's about a mile away, it's just been going. So for our peace and quiet evening, it's lovely. It hasn't rained yet, the storm was coming over, but
A little bit of rain, didn't we?
a little bit, but not a lot.
No.
And then we had a moth come in, which Jane wasn't, Matthew.
Oh, it was Matthew's mother.
Matthew's mother, was it?
The mother of all Matthews.
Jane wasn't too pleased with the moth.
No.
But this is our little tent. It does all right, but Jane says she's not coming in again. It's too small. We've got to go in the bigger tent next time. So this will do just for me, which suits me grand. So that is good. Win-win-win chicken dinner. Win-win chicken. Winner chicken dinner. So
that's better.
yeah, win-win chicken dinner. So yeah, so all is well. Happy days. Oh, it's my birthday tomorrow.
Is it
Happy birthday,
go
mate.
home?
No, not yet. Got more fun coming.
Oh.
Right, ladies,
Oh.
say bye-bye to your fans.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, fans.
Bye-bye.
Oh, by the way, one of us is a reserve champion. Yeah, only reserve.
Bye looks like Gormley.
Practice years of practice. Oh, don't do the bad word. Right, try.